Welcome back to the Chelsweets kitchen. Today I'm sharing a super easy Christmas lights cake. This cake is made with my go-to vanilla layer cake recipe, which I've added some green gel food coloring to. I decided to get a little bit fancy and I actually made some ombre cake layers. To do this, I divided my batter equally between 4 bowls and added an increasing amount of green gel food coloring to each bowl. I then mixed these up, poured them into 7-inch cake pans, and baked them. Then, to make this cake extra special, I actually cut each of my cake layers horizontally in half, so that this cake actually is made with 8 cake layers. I really love doing this because it gives you a great frosting to cake ratio where you don't have super thick cake layers with a little bit of frosting. You have just the perfect amount of frosting between each little cake layer. It also gives the cake a lot of height, but since we are adding on that strand of Christmas lights, I didn't mind that this cake was a bit on the tall side. Since we're going to be adding almond M&Ms to this cake, I decided to kind of follow that almond theme. So this cake is made with an almond buttercream, which is just my classic American buttercream, plus 1 tablespoon of almond extract. So once I had crumb coated my cake and popped it into the freezer for about 5 minutes and the frosting had firmed up, I added on a second thicker layer of frosting. So for this frosting I added a little bit of green food coloring as well to give it almost a mint green color. And I really just wanted to create a beautiful contrast with the strand of Christmas lights, and I thought a light green shade would really be a great way to do that. Once I had smoothed my second layer of frosting, I set to work on adding those Christmas lights onto this cake. I colored a bit of my leftover buttercream a dark shade of green using forest green gel food coloring, placed it into a small piping bag, and then piped some squiggly lines all around the cake. Next, I added some little dots beneath the line to be the area where the light connects onto the strand of Christmas lights. I also used a small baby spoon here to remove a tiny bit of frosting from my cake, and this just helps create a beautiful little pocket for you to nestle your almond M&Ms into. So it isn't 100% necessary, but it helps them not stick so far off the cake, and it helps them seem like it's a little bit more natural for them to be hanging off the side of the cake. I made sure to alternate my colors of M&Ms as I went around, following the same pattern, and before I knew it, my Christmas lights cake was complete. So this cake design is super easy, super straightforward. I really love it because it's so playful and fun, but it doesn't require a ton of work and it comes together really quickly. It's a great cake for the holidays just because it's not too stressful to make, and it is so festive. So now there's nothing left to do but cut into this almond themed cake and enjoy a beautiful slice of our ombre cake layers. I was so in love with how the inside of this cake looked, and it's just as festive and fun as the outside of the cake. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, be sure to click the like button and also share in the comment section what you're making for this holiday season. I'd love to hear what traditions you guys have.